Good evening, everybody, from the Grizzly Bear Cave. It's blackout night, it's senior night, it's playoff implications. I'm here alongside Tim Boyle, John McClain, Ron Hinton, our spotter, executive producer Todd Elvig. I am Scott Oshman. Hello, boys. Let's do some basketball.
Friday night, Wesco 3A round ball.
We've got everybody. Mr. Boyle from the gridirons here again. You're getting used to this basketball thing, huh?
Oh yeah, I'm done with football. I'm all basketball now. Forget football.
And Scott Oshman flies in for just this one-night special event.
Yeah, you talk about commitment. I was busting on him last week for not being committed. He just got off the airplane like 20 minutes ago.
I had to do a little OJ in the Detroit airport, let me tell you.
Yeah, and Scott, you know where he was? He was in Indianapolis broadcasting some Super Bowl coverage.
I was in Denver last week. I was in Portland, Maine this week. Then in Indianapolis doing a little pre-Super Bowl work.
You were just here. He was just interviewing Bill Belichick and Tom Brady like 3 hours ago.
Smiley Bill Belichick.
After a trip like that, how's the guy get a kitchen pass for Friday night out with the boys, huh?
It's a good day here in Snohomish.
She doesn't know that he just got off the plane.
Ooh.
She thinks there's a delay in like Denver.
Yeah, I'm still on East Coast time.
Just hope she's not on the internet right now.
Tonight, gentlemen, we welcome into the Grizzly Bear Cave here the Scots from Shorecrest. And John McClain, walk us through what does tonight mean for Glacier Peak and also the Shorecrest Scots.
Glacier Peak and the Scots, along with Shorewood, I guess with the exception of, Terrace, are fighting for the top end of the Wesco 3A. All these games in the next couple days here are going to determine who gets 2, 3, and 4 in Wesco. So tonight, GP has to win, and then Terrace has to win tomorrow night, and GP gets number 2. Is that right?
That is correct. And then they play Oak Harbor here on February 8th.
And they want number 2 because that starts giving them some home court action.
2 home games.
Yeah. But what they don't want, I don't know if a lot of people know about this, they don't want number 3. Because then you end up getting Terrace in the round.
Not in the first round. We learned just moments before, maybe the second round.
Yeah.
But if they lose, they get third, and then they play Mount Vernon, but probably an away game.
I see.
Well, welcome to Snohomish Times Sports Network, STSPN's coverage of Wesco 3A Glacier Peak basketball. George Jordan, our local PA announcer, is going to hand over the festivities here for a moment to recognize the seniors tonight, as it is senior night here at Glacier Peak High School. We'll be back in just a minute. You're watching basketball, 3A Wesco College, or Grizzly basketball on the Snohomish Times Sports Network. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. I apologize. That was the Gus Porman there doing all the pregame festivities for senior night. And, boys, a nice shot. I did not know Jacob Davilar scored the very first point ever for Glacier Peak. Here's his dad right across the table.
That's a good little tidbit. We did not know that.
That's Glacier Peak trivia right there.
It's going to be in the board game.
We should have had somebody phone in on that one.
We should have. Oh, I had to run so hard in the Detroit airport, my lungs are still burning, so I apologize.
You were the O.J. Simpson through the airport.
It was unbelievable.
Were you jumping over stuff and hurdling stuff, kicking kids?
Oh, I was doing 180s, gainers, pikes, little somersaults.
I bet it was more like speed walking.
No, I had to carry on with me the whole 9 yards. Anyway, back to tonight as the Grizzly band gets cranking up here for Friday night basketball on Snohomish Times Sports Network. Want to thank Pinky's Plumbing. Pinky'sPlumbing.net always presents our Wesco 3A coverage of high school basketball. And again, we're kind of going off tonight. The guy, who do you want to look for Shorecrest tonight? Mr. Chabagua, 35-32.
Yeah, Chibagu pretty much runs Shorecrest. You're looking at an average of 17.5 points a game. He's got 332 on the season up to tonight. He's the guy that's going to do it for him. If you can shut him down, you can shut Shorecrest down.
And we asked Coach Brian Hunter of Glacier Peak, well, how do you shut him down? And there was silence.
Yeah, he doesn't think they can. So we'll see.
Well, maybe it's one of those, you got to let him get his 17, 18 points and, try to contain him a little bit. And, he's probably going to get his 17 points.
Yeah, the way Riley Priest's playing, and put him in on defense on the guy that let Zach clean up from weak side help. That might do real good, just like the way it did against Shorewood.
Now the question is what's Shorecrest's answer going to be for Zach Peterson, who's, from my understanding, he's leading the league still, right, in points per game?
I believe he is.
He is at 21 plus per game. He is leading Wesco by a fair margin, actually.
Yeah, and the last time we were here doing the game, he went for, 33 points and a school record?
Yeah, Shorewood's coach was trying to hold him down to 15 was his goal.
Well, he did for the first half.
Now, on the other side for the Scots, talked to Coach Brian Fisher, and he was saying, what's his attack to stop Zach Peterson?
Probably going to try to double him up, push him down low, not give him an angle on the bucket, because with that little baby hook, if he's able to kiss it off the glass, he's going to put a lot more in. You get him down the baseline, much more difficult shot. Another thing he's going to do is probably just try to not let him get the ball. You just deny, get out in front of him. And Shorecrest got some big, fast players, too, so that might work. Just don't let him get the ball.
Yeah, and Zach Peterson's one of those guys that, all of a sudden you can have 20 points and it's kind of a quiet 20 points. You don't even notice he's racked up that many points, and pretty soon you don't realize how bad you're bleeding from it.
That's absolutely true.
Anybody who plays them might just want to go to that right block and just put a fence around it. Put about 3 guys right there. Don't let them get there because it's automatic.
Yeah, but if you watch him, though, he'll shoot that little hook shot from anywhere on the court. I mean, I haven't seen him put down a 3 yet that way, but I wouldn't be surprised if he threw a 3-ball up.
All right.
Well, the Sheriff's here.
The Sheriffs are here. They're shaking hands. We're getting ready for some varsity boys high school basketball right here on STSPN.com. 53 seconds away. Big other injury note, Mitchell Poorman, who's been pretty critical this entire season, has got a bad wheel.
He's been out 2 games, and Mitch is one of those kids, you love to have him out there because he is annoying. You don't want to be an offensive player and have him defending because he's going to be in your jockstrap all night long.
So now is he playing tonight? He's
on the roster.
He's a game time decision, kind of like you were tonight.
Kind of like I was, kind of like the tight end of the Patriots.
Oh yeah, with the high ankle sprain that only lasted like 3 days.
They seem to be going around.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
All right, now we're going to take you to our home PA announcer, Bob Blair, also the athletic director here for Glacier Peak. Take it away, Bob.
Northwest District 1